Hi guys, it's me here, Pooh Bear 253, and I come to you guys today to do a few tags, and I'll show you guys my booty I made. It's a hot mess, it's not right, but I was trying to make a preemie booty, but it didn't quite come out exactly right, so I'm gonna try it again. So that was a fail. My hubby was like, "Oh, it looks perfect." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not what the. It didn't look anything like the ladies." But anyway, that was something I was trying to do to pass my time. But I wanted to do a few tags, and of course, I have a baby here. I have Alex, and he has on a cloth diaper, and that's why it makes him look like he has a big, wide pineapple shape, big wide butt. I wanted to do a tag, baby Nadia's tag. If you can only keep one baby, which one would you keep? Um, there really is no answer for that question. I mean, I really honestly, I just don't think I could choose. But I mean, if it came down to it simply because of the sentimental value and the reason behind this baby, I couldn't give up Aria. So I guess that kind of sums it up. If I could only keep one, it would be Aria. But with that being said, I just hope and pray that that would never ever happen to anybody where you would have to give up your whole collection, um, you know, not unwillingly, have to give them up for financial reasons or what have you. Just gonna kind of let him sit right here. So I would keep Aria. Um, and I mean, that would not be fun. I wouldn't wish that on anybody to have to, try to part with all but one of your babies. I know some people have smaller collections and it probably would be a little easier for them. But people like myself that have, almost double digits of babies, I just don't see how. I mean, it's no way. I mean, it would be like do or die, like type of situation. Like I just don't see how that. I just don't see that one transpiring. That would be very heartbreaking, and that kind of leads into the second tag I wanted to do. Yasmin did a tag, and she asked, "How did you feel when you sold?" When you sold your, I don't know, I don't think it was when you sold your first reborn, but when you sell your reborn, if whether it be your first, second, I'm guessing it's more driven towards first. When you sold your first reborn, how did you feel? um I would have to remember which of my babies I put up for adoption first. Let's see. It was three of them all together. Um, Three of my girls. Um, my Ember, Batasha, Edenholm. No, that was my first one. Yeah, I forgot all about Bree Bree. Briseis Shaylin. She was an Ember by Tasha Edenholm, and I forgot. She was the very first baby that I adopted out, and a lot of you new Reba mommies and daddies out there may not remember this channel, but she was definitely one of my favorite channels, and she is just kind of gone missing. She left and came back for a little while, and then she left again, and I hadn't seen her since. Oh, and her channel name just slipped my tongue. Hold on. All right, I went to look for some of her old videos, and I don't see any of them. And the channel name was My Poetic Spirit. I think she took her channel down. Nothing pulls up anymore. Oh, that is so heartbreaking. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Wait. Yes. Yes, there it is. Whew. I was like, because I couldn't find any of her videos. But yeah, there she is. This, My Poetic Spirit was one of my favorite channels. And she left the reborn community. And she has not been back. Her last video was a year ago. I miss her channel. So any of you newbies out there probably don't know My Poetic Spirit. But that's who I adopted out my first reborn baby. And her name was Briseis Shaylin. And she named her let's see. Oh dang, that was so long ago. I can't remember. I don't remember. Let's see if she says the name.
Hello everyone. It's My Poetic Spirit here. And here's my cat, Max. He's almost 15 years old. And he is taking a nap with the babies. That's where he loves to sleep. In the nursery. What I came here to do today
That was one of my babies.
Make a tag video. I was watching a video by Ms. Serenity Smith earlier this morning, and she did a one.
So that was Briseis Shaylin right there. I can't remember what she named her. But anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, as far as selling your babies. So she was the first baby I sold. And then next I sold 3 girls at the same time. I put my Dawn by Danielle Ziers up for adoption. That was my Olivia. I put my Sophie by Denise Pratt up. That was my Uriana. And I put my Charlemagne by Bonnie Brown up for adoption. And that was my Ariel. Is that right? Did I say that right? Yes. And first baby that sold, I think, was on eBay. Actually, Olivia sold on eBay, and my Charlemagne and the Sophie. Oh, and Sophie was sold within the community. She's over with Mel, Mel's Joyful Nursery. And let's see who went next. So that was 4. And my whole deal with my Zasha by Claire Taylor, I didn't get to keep her. I had her, but I had to give her back to the artist. Let's see. My Tavi I had for a couple weeks and had to sell. So that's basically, let me see. Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Coco Malou by Lisa Mark. Had to put her up for adoption. 6, Zasha. 7, Tavi. 8, Toby. He never was reborn. Toby by Cassie Brace. I traded him. So he really wasn't a baby yet. And that's it. So how many babies was that? Was that 7? Did I say 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna say 7 because Toby wasn't reborn yet. So 7 babies I have adopted out so far in my collecting. And the first time I adopted my baby out, I mean it was hard, but I've never cried. Um, I mean I never cried or anything. Um, I mean, you do grow attachments to them. Of course, I was sad, but what kind of helps you get over the sadness is you pretty much know whenever you put a baby up for adoption, you are basically gonna be getting a new baby, and so the excitement of getting a new baby kind of overshadows that. And I guess it just depends on how deep the bond was. And most of my babies that I put up for adoption, it was things about them, or the kit, or whatever, the hair. It's just things that was bothering me, things that I couldn't deal with anymore. As far as like my girls that I put up for adoption, all 3, my girls with long hair, I wasn't feeling the long hair anymore. Some people like the long hair and dealing with the long hair. I don't. So that's why I'm kind of more going towards painted hair now, and things like that, because it just really bothers me when you comb your baby's hair and you see hair in the brush and you know it's not going to grow back. So with each brushing, the baby's going to have less and less hair. And if you have these babies that are your forever babies, but you're for a very long time babies, eventually the hair is going to continue to thin, and it's just it's just stressful, unnecessary stress, I feel, anyway. So that's why I kind of want to start going towards painted hair. And for my babies, that's why I always wanted my babies with rooted hair to have thick hair, because you know that it's going to, some of the hair is going to come out, and it just really makes me sad. I hate it. I have noticed a difference in all of my baby's hair, um, that I, well, yeah, Aria's new, so her hair isn't showing that, but I have combed her hair and I do see hair come out, and it's just something that's just inevitable, no matter how good you try to take care of it. It's just, so that's another reason why I don't really fool with Aria too much, because I don't want her hair to fall out, because I want her to be, she is like the closest to a really for real forever baby that I'm going to have. So I try to limit my interactions with her to keep her in pristine condition. And I have other babies that I have purchased for cuddling and things like that, like my babies with the painted hair. And I have my eyes on another baby that is currently being made right now, a kit that I have always wanted, and I really like this kit. And but I know I don't have the money for it, but we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. I don't know. I said this hobby just really gets you in trouble. Like I say, you just really have to keep yourself kind of grounded and just realize your limits, and that realize that you just can't have everything. Because like I was seeing somebody else doing a box opening and I just absolutely loved the kit. I was like, oh my gosh, I want that, baby. I looked it up and the kit was $109, and I was just thinking of how to move funds around or whatever to get that baby. And it's like, I don't know, this hobby just really gets you in a lot of trouble. So I'm just trying to keep that down. But Back to the tag, how I felt when I sold my baby. I always made sure, and I debated it and went over and over and over to the point where I was at peace with the decision by the time the decision is made and the baby is sold. So you have to get to a point where you have detached yourself and you are, mentally prepare yourself to move on. And whenever I put my babies up for adoption, that process had gone. I'm like, okay, you have to focus yourself and be like, okay, with this baby, I want to put this baby for adoption. You have to break your ties with the baby and just move on from there. So I really felt sad that they're not going to be in my collection anymore, but also happy that I'm getting a new baby. And also, you don't want, well, for me anyway, I don't want my numbers to skyrocket past 10 or 11. That's my good feel right there. I don't want to get over that amount of babies. And right now I'm at 8. So, I'm in a good range, and I kind of want to keep it in that range and stuff. And you can't just keep buying and not sell a few babies. So you just have to keep it all in perspective and just, I don't know, just kind of remember what it is, that they are dolls. They are not living, breathing babies. They are baby dolls. They're not real, even though we humanize them and we dress them and we baby talk to them and feed them and everything. It's all a figment of our imagination. We still, they're not real, and we just like to have fun with them. So I mean, they're not gonna care if they have a different mommy. I mean, they, like I say, they look like real babies, but they are not. All right, that was the dinner bell, and well, really lunch bell at 2:48. I'm about to go eat lunch with my hubby. So I hope that answers the question. You just have to detach yourself, and when you feel that you are ready to move on, it'd be best to kind of start picking out clothes to send them home with, kind of stop playing with them and kind of put them in the to be sold area, once you make that decision. Like I said, not really that difficult. I know what was hard was me selling my two old school girls. Maya and Emily was the hardest, but it wasn't that hard because I want more realistic babies with more realistic features, and those babies simply just didn't have that fact, and they were just basically just taking up space in my nursery. I did love them and everything, but it was just time to let them go to another reborn mommy. Um, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see if there are any more cool tags out there, and I'll do some more tags. And I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Peace. Bye bye.